YouTube, what is up everybody? Doomwake here. I missed you guys. Welcome back to another video on the channel. So, obviously for those of you who didn't see, the reason I have been off of, making YouTube uploading videos the past week or so is because I just attended DreamHack Dallas. There was a Modern 10K tournament qualifier for the regional championships in Atlanta in November, and I ended up, played the Modern main event. I ended up going 6-2. It was a lot of fun. Top 32, made some cash, and the trip itself was just an amazing, amazing time. I had a lot of fun, met a lot of awesome people, and it was an absolute blast. I would do it again in an absolute heartbeat. But we get back to the grind. And today, I'm actually bringing you a Pioneer video because there was a ban announcement this morning, and for those of you who didn't see it, I will link in the description below. I'll drop a link to the ban announcement, the full announcement with all the reasonings, and they banned Winota, Join Our Forces, and Expressive Iteration from the Pioneer format. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means Winota is dead, and the blue-red decks take a significant hit. So we're going to be focusing a lot on Pioneer over the next couple of weeks, because not only is the format new and fresh because they just banned one of the best decks and probably put a damper on the second or third or fourth next couple of best decks. So we are going to be exploring some decks that I think have potential that maybe had a bad Winota matchup, and one of those is definitely Winding Constrictor. This is a Hardened Scales deck list. So for those of you who don't know what Hardened Scales is, it basically doubles up all of your +1/+1 counters, and so does Winding Constrictor as well. So essentially, it's fairly simple. You're combining those cards with cards that put +1/+1 counters, like Vivian Arcbow Ranger, Verdurous Gearhulk, Nissa, Rishkar, Hangerback Walker. A card that this is kind of a personal favorite of mine, Mukotai Soul Ripper. So I've tried a couple of versions with this card alongside Hardened Scales and Winding Constrictor, and it's a lot more powerful when you have access to, there's a couple 1-drops that ETB with a counter, and then when they die you can disperse the counters amongst, you can put those counters on a creature. So Soul Ripper works better with those, but it is still quite good with Hangerback Walker, and you can fuel the Soul Ripper with Nissa. But basically, it's a vehicle you can crew 2. When it attacks, you can sacrifice an artifact or creature. If you do, put a counter on it, and it gains Menace. So extremely powerful with Constrictor, because if you attack, sacrifice a thing, it's now a 6/5 with Menace. Very hard to block, very hard to kill. So I like that combination a lot. And another card that I've been really impressed with as I played it in a couple of different decks over the past couple of weeks is Fight Rigging. So this is another way to kind of put counters on your stuff. It's a Hideaway 5, which is ETB. You look at the top 5, exile a card, and then on your combat step you get a counter, and if you have a 7-power creature, then you get to cast that card for free. So now, the cool thing about Fight Rigging is we get to play with Turn Timber Symbiosis in our mana base, which is just a land that you can, an untapped land that you can cast your 1-drops with, but also it's one of your best hits off Fight Rigging because you get to look 7 deep to find a big creature. We're also playing a Politicos Unchained, which is kind of a spicy one-up that I wanted to try. We only have 6 elves, which is, when I was building this deck, it was really hard to, kind of get the numbers right. This is definitely a first draft, and there's definitely more iteration to be done, but I wanted to showcase to you guys the power level of what this deck is capable of, because we had some really ridiculous draws. So that's the main deck. Mana base, pretty straightforward, just a bunch of dual lands, 1 Boseiju, 1 Takenuma. The sideboard is pretty simple: 4 Fatal Push, 4 Thoughtseize, 4 Leyline, and some Disenchants. One thing I will mention about the sideboard, I'm basically 0 Vivian targets. You might want to play a couple, maybe like 1 Gearhulk, maybe an Elder Gargaroth, stuff like that. I wouldn't go too big on the Vivian curve like you've seen some of the Devotion decks play Ulamog and things like that. We don't have Nick though, so we're not making an abundance of mana, so I wouldn't go that high up the curve, but it might be nice to have like a, take 1 or 2 sideboard slots to play some cool Vivian targets moving forward. So that is the deck list. Again, Pioneer seems like a really fresh format with the bans. I'm really, really excited to explore this format without Winota, because I think Winota was a little bit too powerful for Pioneer. But that's enough from me. I won't make you wait, guys. Wait any longer. I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. Stream is not sponsored by Quiznos, although I wish it was. See, do I keep this? This hand kind of sucks. I'm gonna ship it. I mean, I guess this is probably worse. Yeah, I'll go to 5. I mean, this is the best hand so far, I think. I'm gonna keep 2 lands, Mystic, Rishkar, Vivian, probably? Yeah. Maybe I'm supposed to keep the first hand, just hope to draw spells. Maybe Fight Ring is for mono green? Yeah, possibly. Okay, well. If only I had a Ballista. I mean, this is, like, not terrible, right? I think I put both in the Rishkar. Oh, wait, no, it's 1 on each, right? Okay, never mind. I thought I could just put 2 in the Rishkar, but I can't do that. That's not how the card works. So they have a lot of mana. You know what I just realized? We have nothing good in our sideboard to get with Vivian. Alright, we might have built this deck poorly. Should we drop in and rebuild the deck? If I kill an elf, I lose my Vivian. Fuck that. If only we had a card called Walking Ballista. Yeah, now, does that mean our Mystic taps for 2 green? It does, right? Yeah, we're dead. I don't even know if I have any good sideboard cards against green. This matchup seems kind of unwinnable. Like, maybe Thoughtseize. Rishkar seems kind of bad. Is Polo good? It's, like, mana intensive, but it's probably okay. Trim a Nissa. Trim a Soul Ripper. Let's trim a Hanger back. Alright, let's do this. Wait, did I bring in Thoughtseize, not Push? I guess Thoughtseize might be better in the play. Sure. I think I meant to bring in Push. This hand's really good. This hand's really, really good. Stream Decker down. Classic Stream Decker. Should be good now. Make sure to view my dungeon. Yeah, you like the Vivian sideboard, just literally no targets. That's great. Actually based. Alright, let's go Nissa, make a token. It's the VIP for just +1 counters. Yeah, I mean, we're playing Scales and Snakes, so kind of thought I wanted it. It's not great. I could have minus the Nissa to play around that. Maybe I should have. This is kind of awkward. Alright, token, fight rigging. Take Symbiosis, put a counter on this, your turn. Enough dudes we can one of to make a small Vivian board. Yeah. You could play, like, maybe that's the last 3 spots, right? Just play, like, 3 good Vivian targets. And then just play 4 push, 4 Thoughtseize, 4 Leyline. Probably a little bit better to do that. Dude, people put this card in their green deck, and I don't understand why. I think this card's so bad. I hate this card so much. Okay. Can I rigging here? I can, right? Yeah, I can go Scales, minus, play second Nissa, minus again, Yeah, and then counter here. Cast Symbiosis. Holy shit. Well... Do you want Gearhulk or Polukranos? Kinda want Polukranos, right? Just start fighting their shit. I mean, I guess we could spread more damage with Gearhulk. We could just Gearhulk, put counter, like, counter, 2 counters, counter. Gearhulk does kind of hit like a truck here. Alright, well, that's... that was a pretty good turn, right? was that a good turn? Chat, you guys like fight rigging now? Do you guys like fight rigging? Want to check fight rigging haters? Okay, that was silly. We're on the draw, it's fine, right? Alright. Please don't Hydra me. Don't Hydra me. Please. That's totally fine. You can have that one. Can't attack or block, by the way. Land. Thank you. I probably have to Thoughtseize them, which means I'm probably just going to go... Well, let's Thoughtseize them first and see what they have. I probably should take Karn, right? Take Karn, and then play Elf this turn. Next turn, go Snake Ripper. Could also just play Ripper this turn. And then if I rip a land, I can go Snake Walker, sack the Walker. Which is so much better if I rip a land. It's high risk, but the reward is pretty significant. I'm going to take Karn and play Ripper. It's so good if I draw land. I like the combo of the knockoff Birdie Tea and the fight rigging deck. Classic. Alright, so they have, what, 5? 4 mana. Please don't tell me they drew a Karn. Okay. Yeah. About that. When can this thing attack or block? 7 or more lands. Good luck with that. So they have 2 cards, and we don't know either of them. We did draw the land, which is good. We don't want to attack Kiora, right? We just go face. Pretty sure we're supposed to go face here. Better on your own. I think I'm going face. 6 damage? No, it might be better to kill the Kiora. The cool thing about killing Kiora is they don't get to draw more cards. Sam, thank you very much for the raid. Appreciate that, buddy. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome, welcome. Because it's only 6 damage, and it's not a 2-turn clock, it might just be better to kill Kiora, actually, now that I think about it. It probably is. Yeah, it's probably better. Yeah, Kiora gives them way too much mana. I mean, they still have a shit ton of mana either way, but it makes it so they don't draw cards off of, like, Trolls and Cavaliers, which is nice. And now I have more stuff to fuel the Soul Ripper, which is nice. It's not great. They also mill the Storm. Gross. They draw a second Nykthos. That'd be bad. Probably in a rough spot here. Nope, they got more Topiary Stompers. I hate this card so much. I don't understand why people like this card. It's not good, right? Alright, well, it turns out they have enough blockers for my Soul Ripper now. So, how do we win? Probably can't win. If I'm being completely honest. You'll be better on your own. Ah. Let's go scoot. How so? Table passage for basic swamp pass, huh? Alright, I got scales. Maybe these Soul Rippers are bad. Could probably try a version without Soul Ripper. I mean, I kind of want to play Snake here. It's like, not the best if they have Fatal Push. But I'm just going to play Ripper, because I'm pretty sure they have Push. And this makes it so they can't use their mana this turn, which is pretty good. If they have Push. What do you think of the old school green-red ramp deck that took the challenge? I don't understand how that deck ever beats mono green. I don't understand. Banishing Verse. F's in chat for Pizza Arts buying the Foil Winota deck. Thank you for the 10 months. Appreciate you, buddy. I'll kill your Liliana. No. What do you think about 5-color humans? I think that deck is, like, potentially good. I'm not sure the best way to build it, though. Have people been playing Pyre of Heroes in that deck? Because I kind of think Pyre of Heroes might just be cracked. You sold the Winota at DreamHack? I had a stack of, what did they do? Wait. Whoops. Whoopsies. Well, this is awkward, chat. You know, I mean... okay, so... Symbiosis? And then... I guess I just put the counter on the Soul Ripper. Yeah, because then we get closer to fight rigging next turn. Which is pretty good. Can't do it this turn, but... Nope. Your turn! Red-green Storm's Herald. What can you do with Storm's Herald and Pioneer, though? I guess you still have, what, Glossification? Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing with it? Pyre of Heroes with Extraction Specialist. That's kind of cool. I like that. What's up, TP? Yeah, we're talking about Pioneer humans. I'm wondering if you should play Pyre of Heroes and Pioneer humans. Okay, creature? Based. It's awkward because we have to put the counter on the Mystic so we can attack with the Ripper, which means we can't activate the rigging this turn. It's fine, I mean... We have a thing that crews the Ripper at some point. I'm not going to sack the Elf, though. I'm just going to give them 6. And I'll play the other Ripper. Calls out my name. Go! Human's even better at Pioneer because of Reflector Mage. Yeah, for sure. Reflector Mage is cracked. It's the resident tribal nonsense nerd can I vote against Pyre of Heroes and literally anything that's not combo goblins. Is it even good in combo goblins? Probably is. Ooh, okay, okay. So, now what? Good question. So now we go... I think I want to play the Nissa pre-combat. Because I want to make a token in case I hit Verdurous Gearhulk. Also, I can just sack the token to the Soul Ripper. So I'm going to go Nissa plus, make a token. I'm going to crew with the Mystic, the big Soul Ripper. I'm going to go to combat, put a counter on the Ripper, cast the Symbiosis. And we did hit the Gearhulk. So now let's just go, like, to what, 2-2 maybe? 3-1? And then sack the Plant Token to kill the Sorin. 3-1's probably good. Oh shit, I could have fired up the other Soul Ripper. That was bad. I should have fired up the other Soul Ripper. Because I could have crewed with the Gearhulk. I should have done that for sure. They should have been attacking them. Dude, Fight Rigging is insane. That card is so good. It's so sick. What do we got? Black mana. Turns one human to 2/3 humans with Specialist and Charming Prince. Yeah, you can, like, Charming Prince something back, Specialist back the Charming Prince. I agree, I think it's really good. So we're playing against, like, black-white mid-range? Kind of not in on any of these cards, to be honest with you. I'm just gonna submit. Also, I didn't realize we have the perfect ratio. This is why this deck is based. It's the based ratio. Is it mid-range or vampires? Well, they played Liliana. I guess we're not 100% sure. I mean, I don't think I want Fatal Push against vampires either way. Right? Yeah, Fight Rating seems like a really powerful card. This hand's slow, but I think I can keep a hand this slow in this matchup. This card's just so cracked. Fruity Tarts. True. Do you like 26 lands for the green Stompulus? Seems high. The thing is, Telos, you end up casting Symbiosis a lot, right? So, like, basically, by having more lands in your deck, I don't feel as bad because it just gives you more better top decks later in the game, you know? Like, I honestly think that regular Mono Green should probably just play Symbiosis, too. They took the Soul Ripper, which I guess makes sense because they probably have an answer to the Constrictor. Yeah, you ever duressed a land before? You ever just duress a land? Blood Chief's Thirst. It's a lot of discard spells. So now they're probably taking the Snake. Alright, I'm going to play Fight Rigging first, because I want to play the Constrictor for bigger... I want to play it for 2, basically. Or the Hangerback Walker. I mean, I hit Symbiosis literally every time I've cast this card, I've hit Symbiosis, so... yeah, Symbiosis was definitely a good ad. Shout out to the... somebody in chat was asking if we should play Symbiosis earlier. It's just like, it's your best hit with Fight Rigging. No, we haven't tried any Doomwake memes, unfortunately. Really hope they don't have a way to exile this. Looks like they don't. It's good. I mean, I guess they could have, like, a portable hole in hand, but... Doomwake and Doom Foretold. Ooh. So now we can actually turn on the Fight Rigging here, which is kind of nice. So let's go play Fight Rigging first. Hideaway. I guess we'll take the Rishkar. And then we can go play Scales. Go to combat. Jesus Christ. This is, pretty good. Alright, they're gonna push. Alright, fine. Oh, I actually don't get to trigger the other one because it already went on the stack. Yeah. Also, how do I choose... It didn't matter there, but, like, there's got to be a way to choose which one of these I want to put on the stack first, right? It's actually pretty relevant. Okay, well, now that I have multiple creatures in play, I do, but... I could have went all in on one, but it's better to split up against removal spells, I think. Because I can still trigger the other one next turn. Of course they have Settle! Imagine not playing around Settle the Wreckage. Alright, you can go. Rigging is a May. I gotcha. Imagine not playing around the Settle. I mean, they literally have to kill every single creature I play for the rest of the game, so... I'll take it. Every single creature I play is a must-kill. That's why this card is so sick. I think I just go to combat first. Rude! Alright, you can go. They're still fucked. 1 mana 5/5? Yeah, 1 mana 5/5, by the way. No! I guess I should have just main phased the Symbiosis. They let me untap with the Elf for some reason. Alright, 5 ball. They think they have another Settle? No, they don't have another Settle. Black. What's this? Skyclave? Gideon of the Trials. Aight. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? They have to kill literally every elf I play. Alright, I'm going to play this one pre-combat, because I'm going to put the first counter on this elf. And then I think the other counter on the other elf. No, I actually want to trigger both riggings. So let's go Rishkar. Counter on these two. Symbiosis. Get a Gearhulk. Let's just go one to each. Alright, I don't know, you can go. That's all I got. Don't farewell me, please. How much power is that? I can't count that high. I can't count that high. Upstairs on the Verdurous Gearhulk. Alright, well, let's go here. Should I play around another Settle? I guess I should, right? Attack with these two, just attack them. Because then this is still lethal next turn by itself. I mean, play around Settle's bad against a removal spell, I guess, but, like, I don't know. I'll play around Settle. I don't give a fuck about the Gideon. Yeah, see, that's what I was worried about. They could just have a single removal spell. But, like, they're still dead next turn, right? It's probably fine. Because now they go up on the big elf. Yeah, off it. Easy clap. Scales and Snake cards like Steel Leaf Champion have a shitload of stock. Possibly, yeah. Because you can just, like, make the Steel Leaf pretty big. Especially with Gearhulk and Rishkar. It's not a bad idea. Ooh, shout out to Kurt Bros, by the way. Playing this kind of sucks if they have Strangle. But, I mean, you know. Even if you don't know. No flip. Block. Ooh, would have liked a 1-drop there. It's still not bad. Probably should have attacked first, I guess, but I'll take a 3/3 Hangerback Walker. They still have not flipped the Delver. Okay. They bait into Spire Bluff Canal, makes sense. What's up, Mary Winter? How you doing, buddy? I think they have a counterspell for my Vivian. I mean, I'm casting it. I don't give a shit. I got another one anyways. Lofty Denial, huh? Alright. Battle. Lofty Denial, huh? Play with Fire me on upkeep to flip the Delver. That's Giga Chad. Wait, they topped the card and didn't flip the Delver? What the shit? What would they top if they didn't flip the Delver? They top that? Is that card even good? I don't think I would have topped that. I mean, I guess they don't know I have the Vivian, so it's a little better, but... I'm just gonna go fucking ham here. This is what? 6/11 damage? And they have to attack everything to kill the Vivian? But then they get a bunch of blockers. The problem is if I leave a creature back and they flip Delver, I lose Vivian regardless, so I kind of think I have to attack. Yeah, I mean, it sucks because they get to kill Vivian here, and they could, like, play spells, kill Vivian, make some blockers. But, kind of have to do this. Again, if I just hold back a thing... If I hold back a thing and they flip the Delver, it's pretty bad. Maybe I was supposed to, though. Just, like, hold back a creature and hope they don't flip the Delver. Yeah, this is actually pretty bad for me now. It's probably supposed to hold back a creature. That's a really good draw step. I think I'm actually not going to play the Elf here. And they have 4 cards in hand. I'm considering if I should attack with just the Constrictor. Probably not. I think I'll just play the Ripper and pass. Well, I want to make the Hangerback Walker bigger. Because I can make the Hangerback Walker bigger this turn, and the next turn also make the Hangerback Walker bigger and get 12 tokens. I don't know if I need 12 tokens, but... We're supposed to have the Hangerback fight the Shredder and pass without attacking. Yeah, that might have been a reasonable line, too. I probably got a little too aggressive there. Probably got a little too aggressive. I mean, I don't know if they can beat 12 tokens. But I guess they might have an answer to this. They have, like, a Lightning Axe or something. Opponent should consider Flying Man. Yeah. Strictly better than Delver of Secrets. Bomac Courier. Hello? Alright, well, I'm gonna crew. I'm gonna go to combat. What you got? Gonna get some... I'm actually gonna lose this game. That's kind of sick. That's kind of gross. Yeah, I definitely fucked up the Vivian turn. I would have won this game so easily if I just, like, left the creature back. Hey, the Otawara 2? Alright, I'm off it, even. Yeah, that was just frustrating. I should have won that game so easily. All I had to do was just not attack with one creature. I don't know what I was thinking. They're not playing Phoenix, they're only playing Cruise. Their deck is weird. They have, like, Pyromancer 2. So, like, if I bring in Leylands, they have Pyromancer, Delver, and... Like, it just doesn't line up against any of their threats. It's only Cruise. I'm just gonna submit. Yeah, all I had to do is, like, protect the Vivian. If I protect the Vivian, I can't lose. Like, push. I guess push is decent, right? Yeah, too late. Yeah, that was a frustrating game. I literally can't lose if I keep the Vivian. Yeah, I should have brought in push. When will they learn? Telfer is not good. Chat, when will they learn? I'm just gonna play Elf. Sorry, Crib Bros. In the XD. Alright, 15. Okay, so let's go this. I mean, they still probably lose. So we can crew with the Rishkar? And then sack the other elf? It's pretty good, right? Alright, your turn. I'm rooting for you to make content full time. Just need to drop it OnlyFans. Yeah. What is the vehicle? It is what is it? Mukatai Soul Ripper. This card has been really impressive. I like this card a lot. I think it's really, really good. Opponent's just a believer. True. You gotta believe in the heart of the cards when you play Delver of Secrets. Of One Mind. So many Delvers! How can I beat all these Delvers? So I... This is kind of awkward, isn't it? So I can crew with the Llanowar Elves. Attack with both, sack the elf to force them. Well, no, right? Because they can just chump the Rishkar and go to 1. Which is not good, right? If they chump the Rishkar and go to 1. I could fire up the Ripper, attack with both, and they just chump 1. Not sack, obviously. Fire up the Ripper, not sack. Wait, I can sacrifice artifacts, right? Okay, I can just sack this other Ripper then. Okay, so what I'm going to do... Okay, yeah, so let's go here, play the Ripper. Yeah, just sack the Ripper. Yeah, this is good. Yeah, sack the extra Ripper. So now they have to... I mean, again, they... Oh, okay, they are going to double chump block this. I thought they would just take this and go to 1. I guess this is better for me? Yeah, this is definitely better for me. I feel like they should just block this and go to 1. But I guess they don't want to go to 1. A little sketchy. I guess we're dead to a shock. Are we going to lose the Delver? Oh, no. Not like this. Not like this, chat. Not like this. We can't lose the Delver, can we? There's no way. Can't lose the Delver. Okay, we're not dead. We're still probably in a bad spot. Card was a 1-1 last game? Yeah. That wins if they don't have a counter spell, right? Is there any reason to crew the Ripper? Yeah, because the Ripper doesn't die to Fiery Impulse. So I can just crew the Ripper and then trample both. Right? I guess I might as well sack the elf. It's lethal. I'm dead. I'm dead anyways. So yeah. All right, game 3. Push, 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 push. What are we cutting for push? Volcronos is pretty slow. Maybe we can trim a Ripper on the draw? Nissa does not seem that great. They have a lot of flyers. Like, trim a Ripper. Like, drawing 2 of this card is awkward. It is good, but drawing the second one's kind of bad. Yeah, I can get behind shaving a Gearhulk, too. I want to keep all the Vivians because they're, like, ways to kill Delver. Yeah. I don't mind trimming a Gearhulk. I think that's fine. Like, going for Vivians, it's like our best way to beat clog board states. Yeah, Vivian's been really impressive. I might consider playing a 4th copy. Deck definitely needs a little bit of work, but I like the core that we have. Basically, we learned that fight rigging is cracked. Like, that card is just absurd. So. It's definitely the lesson we learned this league. Sprite Dagron? You gotta play Constrictor, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna play Constrictor, just to use my mana better. What are we feeling about the dorks? I think the dorks are pretty necessary if you're going to go up the curve with stuff like, you know, Fight Rigging, Nissa, Rishkar, and Gearhulk, and Vivian. So, like, if you're going to play all that top-end stuff, you kind of have to play the mana dorks, I think. Okay. I guess I'll play her on Spell Pierce. I'm not going to cast it yet, but I'm going to go to combat first. Probably upkeep it. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna let them scry first, and then I'll push it. Get them less information. Alright, proceed. Not the Delver! Chat, not the Delver. Overgrown Tomb tapped. I'm hanging on to this Symbiosis. I don't know if that's good, but... Well, if they don't have a counterspell for this Gearhulk, they're probably fucked. Gust in hand, maybe. Okay, they flipped an Opt. Yeah. Looks like a Lofty. Which one's Lofty? Lofty is... I mean, I'm casting Gearhulk either way. I'm not going to not cast my Gearhulk. But Lofty is what? 2 mana. Counter it unless I pay some number of mana. So it's 4 spike, but if they have a flying creature, it's 4. Okay, sure. Cool. It's alright. I have a second one. It's fine. Okay, it's a good draw. I'm just gonna cast that first because that's the one I want to resolve the most if they have Lofty. Okay, I'll pay. I will pay. I guess I'll play this because if I draw a land, I really want to play Constrictor Gearhulk without having to, yeah, you know. They rip Cruise. It's a good draw step. Pretty good. Above average draw step. Of course! Alright, just gonna play Gearhulk. I gotta get some pressure in play. They don't have Lightning Axe, do they? No, I have X. Alright, they have 3 cards. I have a 9/9. You don't want it anymore. Okay. This could race us. Definitely could race us. They're dead to the third Gearhulk, if that matters, but... Oh. Hmm. Well, that's not good. They're not dead to Hardened Scales. Hmm. It appears we have been defeated, chat. That's fine. Can work with this. Price go Elf into, I guess, probably Rishkar, and then we can go Scales Vivian on 3. That's pretty good. I mean, it's not even good in Pioneer is the problem. Lair of the Hydra? Yeah, maybe. That's not a removal spell. I like that. It's kind of tempting to just double Scales here. I mean, this is likely going to get stomped. So if I Rishkar... I mean, I guess what I can do is I Rishkar, they stomp the Elf. Then I could just go Vivian, make a 5/5, and then play double Scales the turn after, which I think is just better. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. And I love the Turn Timbers. Yeah, the Turn Timber is really only here for fight rigging. It's like, Turn Timber gives you a way to like have a powerful late game top deck. Obviously, the counters come up, if you hit like a 3 or less, then it's pretty good. But it's more here to just like give you a powerful late game top deck and something that's really good that you can hit off of fight rigging, while also like making it so your mana base isn't, you know what I mean, like you're not just playing like a shit ton of spells, if that makes sense. That's like the theory behind it. I could fight the Soulscar, but I think I'd rather just make a 5/5. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a 5/5. Does this card give counters creatures with -1/-1 counters the mana ability too? Is it any counter? Yes, any counter. So it could also be a shield counter. Creatures with a shield. Oh, Doomwake wins! What happened? Alright, push. Coming in. Polar too slow. I'll make sure my Gearhulk because it's kind of slow. Not a big fan of Soul Ripper in this matchup. Actually, I might just cut all the Soul Rippers and keep the Gearhulk. I think I like that better. Oh yeah, Soulscar Mage interacts really weirdly with Hardened Scales and Constrictor. I think the shield counter card's good enough for Pioneer. There's like a 1-mana one that makes your thing, it's like shield counter scry 1. I think that could be good. I think that's probably the best one. I mean, it seems weird, but I think it's a keep. Opponent mulls to 5. Feels okay, man. We'll likely have a burn spell for our elf. Not that we have anything else to do, so we'll just play it. Elf dead. Green source would be nice, so I can play 2 elves. I no longer want to play 2 elves. I mean, now I can just go push elves, so it's honestly probably fine. Yeah, push elf is good. Boon of safety. Oh, what, the shield counter token? Skewer the critics by elf, huh? Did we just go elf hanger back? I think elf hanger back is a good turn. Yeah, I like that. And then like, even if they don't kill the elf, I'll play Vivian, and if they do kill the elf, then I'll play fight rigging. Okay, annoying, but now they have no cards, and I have a Vivian, so I think we're probably done here. Alright, we get to pressure Vivian a little bit, but... 3, 4, 5, 6. If we find a Hardened Scales, we get to flip the fight rigging, which is kind of cool. It's like, it has to be exactly Scales. It's not bad. I think... Honestly, I think what I want to do is go, like, Nissa, make a token, and just make 2 good blockers for the Den, and just play defense. I'm not trying to get too aggressive here. You know, the longer this game goes, the more favorite I am, so... there's no reason to get aggressive. For the next Surflumber really sucks when you draw... The problem I've been having with the heroic decks is you kind of are, like, required to play a low land count, and you end up in these, like, you have to keep these, like, 1 land hands and just kind of hope hope that they get there. You know what I mean? It's, the mulligan heuristics with the heroic deck it's been really weird. It's tough. And then you get into these spots where if you play more lands to justify playing cards like Feather, then you end up getting flooded a lot more often, so... You know, is that really worth it? It's tough to say. Like, I think the heroic decks are powerful, it's just... They're kind of awkward sometimes. This hand needs a 3rd land, but it does have Hardened Scales into Soul Ripper into Hangerback, which is, I think, good enough for me to keep. I'm gonna play the Symbiosis on 1. Oh. Never mind, they're a Yorion deck. I was gonna say to play around Thoughtseize, but... I appreciate your reflection long run too. Candy Cushion sessions, wonder if this may support your related content. As of right now, Archangelic, I don't really have time to do coaching sessions. Something I've considered, but for the near future, as of right now, I just don't have time for it. Archangelic, thank you very, very much for the tier 1. Appreciate that, buddy. I have thought about it, though. I've definitely thought about it. It's just, it's impossible to fit that into my schedule. A fight rigging, huh? Okay, let's go Hangerback. Probably gonna sack the Hangerback. Yeah, I think I should sack the Hangerback here. Okay, they're letting me go to attacks. Yeah, I'm gonna sack the Hangerback here. Then we can just go post-combat Symbiosis. And then next turn, we get to go fight rigging, crew, and turn on the fight rigging, which is really good. Rhino School, yeah. What if you had one of your stream days, a coaching session streamed at the same time? Streaming coaching sessions could be kind of fun. 14, are they dead? They're dead if I hit a Gearhulk off of the fight rigging, right? This is 6. If I play Rishkar, it's 6, 7, 8, 9. It's only 12. Oh no, plus the Thopters. Yeah, they're just dead, right? Because I can sack the Rishkar. Yeah, so we get to go land. This is lethal, right? 3, 6, 12, 14. Yeah, this is lethal. So I got 2 counters in the Flyers. And then we go crew the Soul Ripper with the Rishkar. And then sack the Rishkar. Turn 4 lethal? You ever just killed somebody on turn 4? God, this deck is so sweet, dude. It's so sweet. God, I love this deck so much. Is it just me, or like Soul Ripper has felt really good this stream, right? It's not just me, right? Just stream my day job, yeah. Like, I don't think it's just me. This card has felt really good. All right, they showed us a Yorion, a green land, a red land, a Field of Ruin, and a Yorion, or a Fable. I don't really know what's going on over there. I assume Thoughtseize is good. Let's go like this. Eh, like trim a hanger back, bring in 3 Thoughtseize, I guess. Let's try that. Ripper has been ripping? Yeah. Did I like your Delver tech? No. I mean, you know, you do you, but I wouldn't play Delver. I can't imagine playing Delver in this format. The cantrips just don't allow you to play Delver. Just like you're just sitting there and you're just sitting there with the 1/1 for so long. I can't imagine. Seems pretty bad, right? Yeah, sounds pretty bad. Of One Mind plus Peasy. I like that. I like Of One Mind Peasy. I just don't like Delver. This hand's also pretty bad, but like already on 6, I think it's a keep. What do we lose to? Lost to Bertaka playing Delver. Based. Delver to enable Lofty Denial. You realize you have to flip Delver in order to enable Lofty Denial. You don't just get to play a 1-mana 3/2. As a matter of fact, you're playing a 1-mana 1/1 probably more than half of the time. Not making fun this time. Why not Soulscar and Swiss Spear plus Dragon and Ledger? Yeah, you just have to believe, I guess. Kind of awkward that we drew that on turn 2. I think I'm still just playing Soul Ripper. It's probably not that good without Hanger Backwalker, though. We're gonna try another version, but I want to try the mono green version. Where basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna mash the Green Devotion Fight Rigging deck with Hardened Scales. We're just gonna like put those two together and shuffle up and see what happens. All right, our opponent has cast 2 Rampant Growth draw card. It's probably not that good for us. What's up, Martar? Attack you. Where can I buy that shirt? LOL. You can buy it at !coalesce. Oh yeah, Martar, you did that. Yeah, Cascading Cataract plus Wildfire is kind of sweet. I do like that. What's up, Spike? Yeah, I'm not good at blind flipping my Delvers. I don't play enough Legacy to do that. No, because the thing is, you have to have the targets when this trigger goes in the stack. So this trigger goes in the stack, you choose your targets, and then it resolves, because it doesn't work like that. I wish it could, but... No, if this didn't target, if this just said... So if the text on the card was put a +1/+1 counter on up to 2 creatures if it didn't target, then you could trigger on the stack crew and then do it like that, but... Jet didn't play Kaladesh Standard. Dude, Kaladesh Standard was dope. I'm just trying to relive the glory days. Winding Constrictor was the best card in Standard. I remember. Missed Energy. I kind of hated the energy mechanic. That was kind of the one thing I didn't like about that format. Alright, Fires. Are we dead? Probably dead. Golos, we're definitely dead now. Marvel was my jam. Marvel was just, like, so obviously overpowered for a standard format. Yeah, I mean, I could play it out. Could play it out. Or I could not. We're just gonna game 3. You know. Game 3 on the play, it's fine. No, I actually didn't get to play Frontier. How long was Frontier even a format for? I mean, I guess it still technically is, but it's like only, was it even a year? I don't even think it was a year, right? A couple months, maybe? My favorite standard deck of all time is probably Frights. Anybody remember Frights? Like Faithless Looting, Unburial Rites, Huntmaster of the Fells, Angel of Serenity. That deck was so sweet. It was so much fun. What was the strongest standard deck of all time? Um, that's kind of a tough question to answer. Saying sucks, but YOLO. Strongest standard deck of all time, huh? I don't know. Cobblade? Probably Cobblade, yeah. I was trying to think, like, really old school, if there was anything that might have been more dominant than Cobblade. Like, I'm sure there was some, like, standard legal Necropotence deck that was broken, right? I Soul Ripper, or do I Constrictor? I think I should Constrictor. Because I want to play the Nissa next turn. If I play Nissa, if I go Soul Ripper into Nissa, I'm not attacking. But, nah, it's probably better to just get the Soul Ripper in play, actually. Bro Fellows, thank you for the 4 months. Says my favorite standard deck was Blue-Eyed Delver because I'm a pervert. I mean, standard with Delver, Snapcaster, Geist. That deck was a good time. Got to play Gataxian Probe in standard. It's funny, they didn't actually ban, they never banned Probe in standard. Which is kind of surprising, like, looking back on it, now thinking about it. It's kind of wild they never banned it, right? I guess people were just okay with getting Probe in standard. Yeah, that's true. Like, I think, you know, the free information is, I don't know, as it's one of those things where as the game progresses, the free information is a lot more valuable. Like, as the game matures, I guess is the best way to think about it. That's true. They also didn't ban cards that often. They actually let Stoneforge Jace go on for quite a long time before they decided to ban it. Remember that one GP top 8 where there was 30? I mean, there was probably more than one, but I remember the GP that Brad Nelson won. There was 32 Jaces in the top 8. It was 4 Cobblade decks and 4 Teamer decks. Everybody was split on what was better in the heads up. Oh shit! I have no more basics. That's kind of a problem. So now we can go Scales, Constrictor, Token, Crew, sack the token. It's just not bad, I think. Attack for 6. Nissa with Soul Ripper is kind of nice. Playing Ascendancy in Standard was fun. Oh, Jeskai Ascendancy? Which version? Did you like the combo version or the version that had like the Jeskai tokens version? I like the tokens version more. Lava Coil. Lane, please. It's not a land. I can actually crew the Soul Ripper, though. It's kind of a backdoor way of doing it, but I have to decide if I want to sack the token. I guess this is the only relevant hit. So let's go to combat, put a counter on the token, crew the Soul Ripper. So do we sack the token here? This would put them to, this would be 9 damage. I think we sack the token. It's kind of awkward because if I sack the token, I can't trigger the fight rigging next turn. Because otherwise I could just go crew, counter on Soul Ripper, trigger fight rigging. I mean, I kind of assume they're going to kill the token with like Lava Coil or Anger, so I probably should sack it. But Token itself can pressure. Yeah, but the thing is they have so much, like, Lava Coil Anger type stuff that, like, they can't... Those don't interact with this card. Imagine the second Ballista. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Tunneling Cat. Ballista would make this deck really, really sicko. Omnidor Thragfire. Shout out to that deck. That deck was something. Yeah, they could have Clarion, Lava Coil, Anger. There's so many things they could have to kill the token that I think it's worth getting the damage while I can. Yeah, I agree. Definitely should have been Heliod. You contemplate that at like a 5k? Possibly. You know, chat, you wanna know the worst deck that I ever played at an SCG tournament? It was standard, and it was Riddle of Lightning and Blast of Genius, and I was flipping World Spine Worm. I did not do very well in that tournament. Let's say that. Yeah, that was good times. He literally just threw himself in the 9th like multiple tournaments in a row. No, Calibrated, this was back in like 2013. This might have been before you started playing. Well, I know, I guess you started in RTR, but you know all about Blast of Genius. Farewell? That's bullshit. Well, this is awkward. I really, really hope that they don't field me and they pick up Yorion instead. Because if they field me, I'm kind of fucked. I have no more basics. But I really, really hope they pick up Yorion. Aren't Fires and Golos a non-bow? Yeah, I mean, kind of. But like, if you have no gas left over, Golos is still pretty important. Or if your Fires gets Thoughtseized, or if your Fires dies. I can't say I've ever resolved a door to nothingness activation. Alright, thank God they're picking up Yorion. That's really good for me. I need a land, though. I need an untapped land, please. That counts. Get the ultimate the Nissa next turn. It's pretty good, right? Yorion has 5 toughness, right? So I don't need to minus the Nissa. Basically, I don't need the double minus to make it lethal. I could just go plus and then minus next turn to threaten lethal. Alright, so plus. Should be able to play and put 4 counters on it. Yeah, you're probably right. That would have been better. Yeah. I was thinking that I wanted to make the Gearhulk bigger to attack past the Yorion with, like, Trample. But if I make 2 lethal attackers, it's kind of the same thing. And, like, if I make 2 lethal... I guess the issue is, if I make 2 lethal attackers... The only problem I have with that line is if I, like, make a 4-4 and a 4-5, and they, like, Lava Coil the Gearhulk... Then I have to, like, minus the Nissa to get past the Yorion, which is kind of awkward. I guess that's probably fine. Obviously putting a single counter on the Gearhulk could have prevented that. Like, we could go, like, 1 in the Gearhulk, 3 on the plant token, which still makes 2 lethal attackers and is slightly better against Lava Coil. That was probably the right play. Because I want to play around Lava Coil. They showed us one earlier. Jerome's playing Maze's End at the Space Jam 5K was something else. Yeah, yeah. Jerome's playing Maze's End, period, was something else. Also, I made it a guest symbiote. I only have 1 left. The World Tree. Okay, 2 mana. What are we doing? 4 mana. Fires? Fires Yorion? Okay. I mean, I still have lethal, right? I just minus the Nissa. I don't know what they can have for 1 red. Oh, the Radiant Fountain. So I'm 1 damage short, right? Ah, no longer 1 damage short. Easy. I guess they could have a removal spell for the token, but... Show me a removal spell for the token. Nope. Alright, 3-2. We are getting better.